Chosen one, listen closely. This message is not for everyone. It is not for the casual viewer, nor for those who stumble upon it by accident. It is for you. The one whose spirit has been restless, whose heart has longed for answers in silence, whose life has felt like a journey of constant storms and unseen battles. You have endured seasons that seemed cruel moments where the weight of the world pressed heavily upon your shoulders, and times when hope felt distant. Yet here you are, reading, listening, breathing, still standing. That alone sets you apart. You are marked rare and chosen for a purpose that transcends human understanding. Hear this: the pain you endured was never wasted. Every heartbreak, every delay, every tear shed in secret, every closed door, it was prophetic. Every trial you experienced was not meant to break you, but to birth purpose within you. There is a divine pattern woven through your struggles, a sacred design that is now coming to light. The very struggles that once whispered doubt are now the instruments God is using to shape your destiny. And today, the Spirit is calling you to recognize this truth, to open your eyes and see that every season of difficulty has been a preparation for something greater, something magnificent, and something profoundly personal. You may have asked yourself, why me? Why must I endure this pain? The answer is now unfolding. God is moving in ways you cannot yet comprehend, orchestrating circumstances, guiding unseen hands, and aligning every event in your life to serve a divine purpose. What you perceived as misfortune was in truth a holy workshop where your faith, strength, and character were being refined. And even now, the very pain that threatened to silence you is about to speak life, purpose, and destiny. Stay with me, chosen. One, for this message will unveil the hidden meaning behind your trials, the confirmation of your calling, and the divine instructions to step into your God-given purpose. What you are about to hear will awaken something deep within your soul, a knowing that your pain was prophetic, that your suffering has meaning, and that God is ready to bring forth a harvest from your endurance. The message you are receiving is not from man. It comes directly from the Most High, from the source of all light, love, and life. God Himself is speaking to you through this moment. Feel the presence of the Spirit as you listen, as though a gentle hand is placed upon your heart, reassuring you that you are not overlooked, not forgotten, not abandoned. The Creator of the heavens and the earth has been meticulously arranging the events of your life, aligning people's seasons and circumstances to draw you closer to your destiny. This is a sacred communication, a whisper from the divine tailored for your spirit alone. Do not dismiss it. Do not let the noise of the world or the voices of doubt cloud your understanding. The voice speaking to you now carries authority beyond comprehension. It is a voice that calms, storms, opens doors, and breathes life into barren places. In the stillness of this message, recognize that God has been watching, waiting and preparing you for a revelation that is uniquely yours. Every step you thought was random has been intentional. Every challenge you faced was purposeful. And now God is unveiling what was hidden, revealing the pathway to fulfillment, and calling you to rise in faith. This revelation is destined. It is part of a divine timeline, a sacred orchestration that aligns your past, present, and future. It is a call to recognize the value of your journey, the significance of your scars, and the sacredness of your endurance. God's words to you today are both prophetic and intimate. They are tailored to awaken the understanding that your pain was never wasted, that your struggles have a meaning far greater than you can perceive, and that the purpose for which you were created is now emerging. Feel the weight of this moment, chosen one. You are standing at the threshold of revelation. What you have endured is not a punishment, it is a preparation. What you have cried over in the secret places is not meaningless. It is the soil from which your purpose will bloom. And now the divine is inviting you to step closer, to receive clarity, and to embrace the destiny that has been waiting for you since the very beginning of your creation. Chosen one. Hear this clearly. The pain you once bore in silence is now being transformed into your greatest weapon, your most profound testimony, and the very foundation of your destiny. God is birthing purpose from the pain, beauty from the struggle, and triumph from the trials that once seemed unbearable. You are about to witness the unveiling of your life's prophetic design. A door that has been long closed will open. A path that seemed impossible will become illuminated. This is the moment where the divine shifts the narrative, turning your story from one of sorrow into one of celebration. Imagine a storm that has raged for years, finally giving way to a calm so profound it washes over your spirit. The clouds that once darkened your sky are parting, revealing a radiant light that is yours alone. This is not metaphorical. It is a spiritual truth manifested in your life. You will find that what was broken in you has been the precise tool God used to create strength, resilience, and empathy. Every rejection, every disappointment, every moment of loneliness has been a prophetic marker pointing toward a season of divine fulfillment. Your pain has been preparing you for a purpose that only you can fulfill. There is a unique mission embedded within your soul, a calling that no one else can execute. The trials were not random. They were intentional. Each tear you cried was a seed, each moment of despair, a fertile ground for transformation. And now that seed is sprouting. That ground is blooming. God is bringing forth fruit that will impact not just your life, but the lives of many around you. There are symbols and signs in your life, chosen one. Perhaps you have felt an inexplicable pull towards certain people, places, or dreams. Perhaps doors have been closing only for better ones to open in their place. Perhaps synchronicities have whispered that you are on the right path, even when it felt like everything was falling apart. These are not coincidences, they are prophetic confirmations that your pain has been shaping you, guiding you, and preparing you for a purpose greater than what you ever imagined. Now, take a moment to envision the fullness of what is coming. The chains of despair are being broken. The scars of your past are being rewritten as testimonies of resilience. God is orchestrating a series of events that will elevate you, position you, and empower you to step into the destiny that was always meant for you. Your pain was never pointless. It was prophetic. And as this prophecy unfolds, you will witness miracles, breakthroughs, and divine encounters that are entirely personal, entirely sacred, and entirely designed for you. The deeper spiritual truth behind your pain is that it has always been a sacred instrument in God's hands. Pain is not punishment, it is preparation. The storms you have endured are not to destroy you, but to reveal the strength, faith, and divine capacity that lie dormant within your spirit. Every season of struggle has been a classroom of destiny, teaching you lessons that cannot be learned in comfort, shaping your heart to resonate with divine purpose, and preparing you for the transformation that is coming. Consider the metaphor of the refining fire. Just as gold must pass through intense heat to become pure, so too must your spirit pass through seasons of trial to become fully aligned with God's purpose. The pain you have experienced was that fire. It has purified your heart, strengthened your resolve, and aligned your desires with the will of the divine. The moments of loneliness were the crucibles where faith grew roots. The disappointments were the chisels shaping your character. Every tear, every ache, every sigh has been contributing to a divine masterpiece, your life. Your journey has been one of divine timing. Nothing has been early, nothing late. Each event has been orchestrated to prepare you for a specific purpose. The doors that closed were redirections guiding you toward your destiny. The disappointments were divine delays, building anticipation for something far greater. The moments of darkness were not to shame you, but to prepare you to appreciate the brilliance of the light that now emerges. Your pain was the prophecy being written in the language of your soul. Do you see it, chosen one? Your journey with all its trials is now a spiritual map. Every storm represents a lesson. Every challenge represents growth. Every heartbreak represents a seed of purpose being planted within you. God has been using pain as a sacred teacher, revealing truths that comfort, protect, and prepare you for the next chapter. There is a spiritual depth in this process that is often unseen. You may not have understood it at the time, but now the pieces are coming together. The divine is showing you that your purpose is not just about personal fulfillment. It is about impact, influence, and illumination. Your pain, once heavy and overwhelming, has been the very mechanism that God used to align your heart with the eternal, to sharpen your spirit, and to prepare you to be a beacon for others who are walking through darkness. Understand this. The storms were not against you, they were for you. The suffering was not punishment, it was preparation. The pain was not random, it was prophetic. And now, chosen one. The spiritual significance of everything you have endured is becoming clear. You are not just surviving, you are being equipped to thrive in the fullness of your divine purpose. Now, as you stand on the edge of this new season, you may begin to notice signs around you, subtle confirmations that God's hand has been guiding every step. These signs are not coincidences. They are spiritual nudges, whispers of reassurance, and markers of destiny. The universe begins to align when divine timing approaches, and your spirit will sense it in ways that feel both mystical and deeply personal. Perhaps you have felt sudden clarity after moments of confusion, as though a veil lifted and truths you could not see before now appear unmistakable. Or maybe you have experienced doors opening effortlessly, connections forming that once seemed impossible, and opportunities manifesting in unexpected ways. Pay attention to repeated numbers, dreams that carry symbolic messages, or phrases and words that resonate at the exact moment you need them. They are not random. They are God's way of saying, I am near, and I am moving on your behalf. Your intuition will also sharpen. Situations and people who once caused doubt will now reveal their true purpose in your life. You may feel an inner stirring when certain choices are aligned with your destiny, a quiet certainty that cannot be denied. Nature itself may become a mirror, a sunrise that fills you with hope, a sudden breeze that carries a sense of divine presence, or even the gentle rhythm of rain, reminding you that life is being refreshed. Other confirmations may appear in your relationships. Words of encouragement, signs of protection, or even strangers speaking truths that echo your own inner knowing are all divine pointers. These indicators are not always loud or obvious. Often they are subtle, meant for you to recognize with faith and discernment. Remember, chosen one, that these signs are cumulative. They form a tapestry, a constellation of confirmation that points toward the fulfillment of your prophetic purpose. When you notice these patterns, pause and acknowledge them. Reflect, pray, and give thanks. God is affirming your path, reminding you that your suffering has been a preparation for what is now arriving. The presence of these confirmations will ignite confidence and reinforce your faith. They will guide you through uncertainty and provide peace amid transition. Each sign, no matter how small, is a personal message that the prophecy is unfolding exactly as it should. Pay attention, trust the timing, and remain open. The divine is speaking, and your life is being aligned with destiny. But before full fulfillment arrives, be aware that challenges may still appear. These are not punishments, they are tests. Hidden obstacles, doubts, or spiritual resistance may rise to measure your faith, patience, and perseverance. The enemy may attempt to distort perception, planting fear, confusion, or distraction. Yet remember, every challenge is an invitation to grow stronger, to stand firm, and to trust more deeply in God's plan. Some trials may feel personal, relationships may fracture, resources may waver, or opportunities may stall. Others may appear external as circumstances test your resilience. The key is recognizing that these are not signs of failure, but markers of preparation. They are refining moments designed to sharpen your discernment and fortify your spirit. You may encounter moments when the path ahead feels unclear, when the weight of responsibility feels heavy, or when patience is tested to its limits. In these moments, hold fast to your faith. Pray with intention, meditate on divine truths, and anchor yourself in the knowledge that God's purpose is unshakable. Remember that adversity, when approached with faith, transforms from obstacle into opportunity. Every test has a hidden gift. Every delay carries a lesson. Every struggle prepares you for the magnitude of the blessing that is coming. It is crucial to maintain spiritual vigilance, to guard your heart, and to resist despair. These hidden challenges are not meant to intimidate. They are designed to empower you to strengthen your resolve and to deepen your connection with the divine guidance that surrounds you. Endure with courage, stay alert, and embrace the process. The moments of trial will pass, but the lessons, the wisdom, and the strength you gain from them will last a lifetime. Your perseverance in these challenges will become the foundation of your testimony and the proof that your pain truly was prophetic. Now listen carefully, for God is giving you specific instructions to prepare for the unfolding of your purpose. These steps are sacred, empowering, and immediate. They are your guide to align fully with the divine plan. Begin with daily communion. Speak to God not only in prayer, but in reflection, in silence, and in gratitude. Acknowledge your journey, the pain, and the growth. Let your heart articulate your faith and open yourself to receiving clarity, guidance, and divine wisdom. Next, guard your mind and spirit. Avoid distractions that cloud perception, doubt that diminishes hope, and voices that discourage faith. Surround yourself with those who lift your spirit, those who recognize the divine calling within you, and those who encourage growth rather than feeding fear. Your environment must reflect the sacredness of your path. Treat it as a temple where your purpose can flourish. Take intentional steps toward your calling. Every action, every choice, and every decision matters. Align your work relationships and priorities with the destiny you are stepping into. Be proactive, yet patient. Move forward with courage, but always in accordance with discernment. God is orchestrating opportunities. Your role is to recognize and act upon them with wisdom. Embrace spiritual disciplines that strengthen your connection with the divine. Meditation, fasting, journaling, and studying sacred texts will sharpen your intuition, enhance your discernment, and deepen your faith. These practices are not rituals. They are tools that open doors, illuminate paths, and reveal hidden blessings. Finally, live in expectation. Speak affirmations over your life. Declare purpose over your pain. Rehearse gratitude for blessings yet unseen. Your words and faith are instruments that activate divine alignment. Step into this sacred rhythm daily and watch as the prophecy unfolds before your eyes. Remember, these instructions are not burdens, they are keys to empowerment. They transform fear into confidence, uncertainty into clarity, and struggle into purpose. Your obedience, even in small ways, multiplies the impact of God's plan. The time to act is now. Your preparation is your power. As you take these steps, know that you are surrounded. Divine protection envelops you like a fortress of light. Angels are stationed around your path, guiding, guarding, and shielding you from harm. You are never alone. The same Spirit that has led you through storms continues to cover you now, providing safety, clarity, and assurance. Visualize a radiant light surrounding you, an unbreakable barrier of divine love that repels negativity, fear, and unseen attacks. This light is your shield. No force can penetrate it unless permitted by the Creator. Trust that every circumstance, every interaction, and every hidden moment is under God's watchful eye. You may still face challenges, yet even in the trials, protection is at work. The very difficulties that appear threatening are being orchestrated to strengthen you, to reveal your faith, and to prepare you for glory. Let this knowledge bring peace to your heart. Rest in the assurance that nothing occurs outside the realm of God's guidance. Be encouraged, divine timing and alignment are at your side. What once seemed precarious or uncertain is now safeguarded. Even when you cannot see the full picture, the unseen is active, powerful, and protective. Walk boldly, move with faith, and trust the unseen forces working for your good. The time of waiting is ending. The transformation you have longed for is at hand. Imagine stepping into a version of yourself illuminated by purpose, strength, and clarity. The scars of your past are no longer marks of pain. They are badges of honor, proof of perseverance, and testament to divine craftsmanship. Your life, once shadowed by struggle, now radiates influence. Your testimony will inspire uplift and heal others. Doors that were closed are swinging open. Opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs are aligning perfectly with your divine purpose. You will feel a deep, resonant joy, an inner peace that surpasses understanding, and a confidence grounded in faith. Spiritually, your heart and mind will expand to embrace the fullness of your destiny. Emotionally, you will experience relief, gratitude, and fulfillment that flows from knowing every trial had a purpose. Socially, you will attract the right people, mentors, and collaborators who align with your calling. Materially, your efforts will yield results reflective of God's abundance. This is the harvest of prophetic pain. The very struggles that once felt unbearable have become the soil in which your purpose blooms. The pain was prophetic. The transformation is proof. Step forward with courage, with gratitude, and with readiness. Your life is becoming a testimony of divine orchestration, a living proof that suffering does not define the end. It shapes the beginning of something glorious. Repeat these affirmations aloud. Let them resonate through your soul. 1. I am chosen. I am marked for divine purpose. 2. My pain was prophetic, shaping me for greatness. 3. I trust in God's timing and guidance. 4. I step boldly into my destiny with faith and courage. Now receive this blessing. May the light of heaven illuminate every step you take. May your heart be filled with peace, your mind with clarity, and your spirit with unshakable faith. May doors open before you that no one can close, and may your purpose, long prepared in secret, shine brightly for all to see. Go forth with confidence, knowing that your suffering was never wasted. Your struggles were never in vain, and your life is being perfectly orchestrated by the Creator. The pain was prophetic. The purpose is here, and your destiny awaits.